Well, the peace deal brokered by Moscow has 9 points. The first and the most important one is, of course, about ceasefire. For 6 weeks, the region has been seen to bloody, deadly fighting with bombardments, heavy artillery firing and, of course, casualties, including among civilian population. We have been receiving dramatic pictures like this for this whole month. And now the sides decided to stop it. The Russian peacekeepers are going to the region to secure the agreement. We know that 3 military airplanes have already landed in the city of Yerevan in Armenia. These are the pictures provided by Russian Defense Ministry. The airplanes brought personnel, equipment, transportation, special vehicles. The Russian peacekeepers are going to be stationed mostly along what is known as the Lachin corridor. It is a 5-kilometer wide road connecting Armenia to Nagorno-Karabakh, and it is expected that they're going to stay there for at least 5 years, and it could be extended.
What does the agreement say about specific districts?
Well, the deal says that the armies stop there where they are now, meaning Azerbaijan will keep the areas it managed to seize during the fighting, including a very important town of Shushi or Shusha, different sides call it differently. It is a strategic location because it is on a high hill and you can see the whole of Stepanakert, which is the capital of Nagorno-Karabakh from there. And military generals say if you have this, Shushi, then you have the whole of Nagorno-Karabakh. And now Azerbaijan will have it. We once heard an Azerbaijani leader calling it Jerusalem of Nagorno-Karabakh. So it is very important for both Azerbaijan and Armenia, not only strategically, but culturally and religiously as well. Well, now Azerbaijan will have the control over this town. And also the agreement says that Armenia will have to return to Azerbaijan 3 disputed regions it de facto owned following the conflict in 1991. And they are Agdam, Kilbajar and Lachin regions. So, as you understand, this agreement is basically everything that Baku wanted for many decades. These are both leaders speaking about it so differently.
The text of the statement is unspeakably painful for me personally and for our people. I have made this decision as a result of an in-depth analysis of the military situation. This is not victory, but there won't be a defeat unless you recognize yourself as a loser. We will never recognize ourselves as losers, and this should usher in our era of national unification and revival.
For my part, I would like to say that I'm very glad that today we have sealed the deal to settle a years-long conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan and put an end to the occupation of Azerbaijan land.
What about the people who have been forced to flee their homes during the fighting? Have they been taken into account?
Yes, of course, and I think this is one of the brightest points of this agreement. We know that tens of thousands of people were forced to flee Nagorno-Karabakh, and now, according to this deal, they will be able to return safely back to their homes in Nagorno-Karabakh, and this will be monitored by UN personnel, UN staff. And also we hear that the sides agreed to exchange prisoners of war and dead bodies of their soldiers and their civilians.
The Red Cross spokesperson in Nagorno-Karabakh says that the truce will be crucial for the thousands of people who have fled the area.
The impact of this escalation on the lives of civilian population across the region has been devastating and turned their lives upside down, which speaks about 90,000 people who had to leave their homes in search for safety in or outside Nagorno-Karabakh, mainly moving to Armenia. These people are in need for food, cash, mental health support, psychological support, psychosocial support, medical assistance, and we are ready to step in. We are present across the region and ready to step in with our assistance by providing medical assistance, food, blankets, etc. We stand ready to support all those who are affected by this escalation.